We have some breaking news for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen of EU Remoaners, Carol Cadwallader, has lost again in court. That's become a regular thing right now, and she's decided to do an appeal against the latest decision, the final decision verdict. She was the one who went around since the Brexit votes, since the referendum, to spread some nonsense and fake news about how Brexiteers were getting funded by Russia and how it was Putin that won Brexit. And she was saying how Aaron Banks, one of the top Brexiteers, was basically a Russian agent and everything else, all that nonsense. She lost the court case recently again, and she was ordered to pay a lot of money to Aaron Banks and also his court fees, legal fees. Now we have this. Today, Friday, the 9th of June 2023, in the Court of Appeal, Banks versus Cadwallader. Yes, she has once again lost. Even the judges are no longer taking it seriously because she keeps claiming that she's done nothing wrong, and she's got the Guardian behind her. Every single time there's a court case, when she loses, the Guardian tried to spin the message saying, Carol won. Everything is perfect. Brexiteers are losing. You cannot spin up to a point where it's actually creating fake news, guys. You cannot lie. We are here to expose you. So, again, she decided to start this appeal, and it didn't go too well. So, upon the respondent's application for permission to present a petition of appeal to the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom against paragraph 2.1 and 2.2 of the court's order dated 17th of May 2023, stay of those paragraphs of the costs order pending the determination by the Supreme Court of the appeal or a further application for permission to appeal. So that's the subject, and it is ordered that 1, permission to appeal against the costs order to be refused, and 2, a stay be refused. So basically, her appeal was refused by the Court of Appeal, and mostly because it's just completely nonsensical. How many times do we have to go around the circle? It's turned into a tennis match at this point, and every single time, Aaron Banks and normal people actually try to tell people like Carol Cadwallader and all the Remoaners that you've lost. Just give up. Nope, they're not going to give up. So permission to appeal to the Supreme Court is only granted in a case which raises an arguable point of law of general public importance, which ought to be considered by the Supreme Court. It is extremely rare for a decision on costs to raise a point of that kind, and in our judgment, this decision does not do so. So she's appealing this fine, essentially, the money that she has to pay to Aaron Banks. She doesn't want to pay it. So the respondent, Carol, does not challenge the court's decision that she should pay 1/3 of the appellant's Mr. Banks' cost of the appeal, assessed in the sum of £52,000. Her proposed appeal is solely against the order that she should pay 60% of his costs of the first instance proceeding. So she's trying to find any angle to go against the court, the verdict, and the judges. It makes no sense. I mean, how many times do we have to read this sort of nonsense? So I'm just going to scroll down. Feel free to pause at any point during the video to read it for yourself, and you can find it online as well. This is quite interesting. On the facts, as they currently appear, Ms. Cadwallader is insured for the first £275,000 of the liability imposed by our order, and has the benefit of the crowdfunding in excess of £1.1 million. She calculates that if, as is usual, Mr. Banks' costs are assessed by reference to his approved budget, the sum which our order requires her to pay is some £560,000. Now, Ms. Cadwallader's own lawyers have acted on discounted fee agreements, so that although she claimed that she was paid some £791,000 on account of her liability to them at the end of the trial, the outcome of the appeal has reduced that liability to some £513,000. Mr. Banks, the overall winner, see, the actual court case says the winner has to meet 40% of its costs at the first instance, at least £373,000, and 2/3 of its costs of the appeal, some £100,000. So it's quite black and white right now. You can see it written down. Yet at the same time, these guys are not going to give up. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to find a new angle to do that. But it's important to tell the truth. And we and this channel are here to tell the truth. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to share this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.